From the continuing twists and turns of the COVID-19 pandemic to soaring gas prices to a murder trial 25 years in the making. There are plenty of stories to keep our attention in 2022. Here is a look back at 10 of the most viewed and most watched stories of the past year. Police thought the investigation was complete and released the driver after a single vehicle crash in San Luis Obispo. But the case was apparently not quite that simple. A couple of days later, the discovery of a body of a man and his girlfriend, along with their dead dog, have family members and concerned residents asking questions of the San Luis Obispo Police Department. It's a case that will continue into the new year. Homelessness continues to be an issue across the state and locally, but some progress is being made. The Five Cities Homeless Coalition unveiled a new tiny home village in Grover Beach. After final touches are complete, the facility will be the first shelter in South San Luis Obispo County and joins others located in San Luis Obispo, Atascadero, and Paso Robles. COVID-19 continues to keep people tuned in with new variants, new vaccine boosters, and continued controversy about how to handle the pandemic.
One, ignition, and liftoff.
Viewers' eyes were trained on the skies above Vandenberg Space Force Base. New spy satellites, weather satellites, and Starlink internet satellites, all launched with help from both the U.S. government and private companies SpaceX and Firefly. Rare animal sightings got people across the Central Coast talking. Mountain lions were caught on home security cameras, and several additional sightings in San Luis Obispo and Avila Beach had authorities issuing an advisory to residents and closing a popular hiking trail for a time. A little less scary for residents, but certainly still getting the attention of locals, was a pod of orcas spotted off the coast of Avila Beach. While orcas typically stay north of our area, the Central Coast is part of their natural range.
I try to drive less now pretty much, just the least as I can.
Central Coast residents felt the pain at the pump in 2022. Gas prices reached all-time record highs this year, with the Central Coast, and specifically San Luis Obispo County, some of the highest in the nation at times, climbing above $6 a gallon. While we have been getting some rain recently, 2022 was extremely dry, with residents and officials alike worried about water. Boats were no longer able to launch at Lopez Lake in May after water levels dropped below 25%. Arroyo Grande and Pismo Beach have mandatory water restrictions in place for residents. The Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant, set to be decommissioned beginning in 2024, may be generating power on the Central Coast longer than expected. Last-minute efforts by both the state and federal government have PG&E officials working on license extensions. While far from a done deal, viewers will no doubt be watching the eventual outcome as we move into 2023.
Every day, not a single day goes by that you aren't missed, remembered, loved, and celebrated.
And our most watched story of 2022 was the trial of Paul Flores. Long considered a person of interest in the case of missing Cal Poly student Kristen Smart, Paul and his father Ruben finally faced separate juries in the 25-year-old case. Paul was convicted of first-degree murder, and Ruben was acquitted of being an accessory after the fact. Both Paul Flores and viewers will need to wait until 2023 to learn his sentence, which is expected to be 25 years to life in prison.